It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's fine as her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the steps to a man's. Not salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, 83 yards. And the Chiefs will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. is Wilson. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers. It's going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go play action now. Wilson on the move to his left. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll run it with Pirine. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
On 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Pirine. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. There's Wilson to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To throw is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check, 59, 59. No, check. Hey, 43, 15.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
They can't stop me out here.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play fake. Mahomes. Buying. And he's going to go down again. Barely King in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. Butker's kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 75 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw.
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And at the interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, confidence moving forward.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
14.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rolling to his left.
Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, So good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Samaje Perine, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy for players towards him, trying to make sure.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Flushed it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Oh, a nice grab by Valdez-Scantling.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Baron Browning
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Wilson.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They run it again with Williams.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They go play action with Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now Wilson.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll go to Pirine, try to pound it in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One final try for Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, niggas wanna take them home. I hop in the car with Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nosing like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin. But you ain't hooping, run and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appeared all. You wouldn't hear it cheered all, but I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around.